Wait. Yo, hang on. Oh shit! Welcome to Case File 1225, a visual novel that I played a very long time ago, and Chapter 2 Part 1 released. And I completely forgot what happens in the first chapter, and I'm going in blind. Let's go. Let's see, can I voice act? I don't know. Since the last incident, Damien has decided to bring Nate to a concert, yet tragedy still managed to seep into normalcy. Interesting sentence, but let's go! Warning, this game showcases themes related to death and violence. Player discretion is advised. Oh no! 10:45 a.m., September 29th, 2015, Haines City Funeral Home. I couldn't sleep at all after what happened yesterday. Snippets of the argument still flashed in my head, and Damien didn't speak a word to me afterwards. Nate, you okay, buddy? You've been spacing out for the past minute. Sorry, just zoned out. We don't have to be here, you know. No, I want to be here, especially after I failed her. We're here at Miss Olivia's funeral right now. Oh right, I remember now. To be honest, I have no right to be here. There was no sense to what happened. I couldn't even do the bare minimum of giving justice to her death. Am I even worth the badge I'm wearing? Listen, we just need to give our condolences and then we can get out. I doubt a murderer would be loitering around to admire his work. Yeah, you're right. As I stepped outside, the first thing greeting me at the center of the hall was a large portrait of Miss Oliviera. Unlike the ID photos I was used to seeing, she had a warm smile on her face. She had her hair up in a pretty bow, and I can see the beginnings of a golden sautoir down her neck. I don't know what that is. It gives me whiplash to see her like this after seeing her on the autopsy table just a day ago. Shit, I remember that. I bowed to her portrait from afar. I'll definitely find out what happened to you, I promise. Goodbye. Damien is waiting for me outside the building. There you are. How are you feeling? Like trash? Funeral homes will do that to you. Now come on, this place is giving the creeps. I guess, but where are you even going? Doesn't matter, you got the day off anyways. Why don't we just... Oh, excuse me, are you two the fine gentlemen they sent from the police station? Yes. Don't think Damien will take too kindly to being mistaken for a cop. I heard about what happened. My condolences. Closure is a luxury not all of us can enjoy. But fate sent you on this path for a reason. I'm sure she has a plan for you. Where are my manners? I'm Sister Zarella. I'm here on behalf of St. Mary's Church to officiate Miss Oliviera's funeral. Oh, it's nice to meet you, sister. I don't recall Miss Oliviera being religious. Maybe it's just a tradition thing. You as well, brother. You seem quite lost. Our church has many support groups and prayer meetings if you ever like to join us. The church is always happy to be your friend. Here, this is a brochure of some of our recent events. Won't you leave me your number? I'll get you signed up right away. Thank you. Listen, Nate and I are really busy and we really must be going now. Wait, it won't take more than a minute. Bye, see you around. Not. Damien hurried me off to the parking lot. Wow, she seemed more like a saleswoman than a nun. I guess they have to be pushy to get recruits. Well, she did give me this brochure. No harm in checking it out. Whoa, a concert with hot work? And a fully covered trip to Apados? Their organization must be pretty rich to be funding all that. Screw that. I didn't know hot work was in town. This I gotta see. Are you a fan of them, Damien? Fan? I used to be in a band with one of them. No way. You were in an actual band? Yeah. Wait, what do you mean an actual band? Well... Anyways, it looks like your friends are pretty famous. They booked out the largest stadium in town. Well, that's the kind of talent you should be expecting from me. Are you gonna see them then? You know what? Maybe I should. Wanna come? But I've never been to a concert before. All the more reason to then. You just leave it to me. I'll forward you the details later. Alright then. Damien hurriedly drove me home after that, shouting about how he's going to need to prepare for the event. I guess taking my mind off things couldn't hurt. I was talking. What? Tree. Nerg. What? Shit. Wait, let me drink water. A nightmare again. I haven't had a good night's rest since that day. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I need to get started with the day. Nate, I made it happen. What? Had to pull a lot of strings, but tickets are locked in for tonight. Locked in? Oh, awesome. Thank you, Damien. Hee. Meet me at the main road. I'll drive you to the venue right now. Okay, let me think if I forgot something. Angle 1, angle 2. Oh shit, hang on. Calendar. That's my calendar. I always mark it with whatever appointments I have coming up. The concert Damien wanted us to attend is tonight. I suppose I'm a little excited for it. And real quick, the music's a little bit loud. That's good. Bunch of books on the floor. I should honestly clean these books up someday, but then again, my bookshelf is full at the moment. Angle 2. Got a window. That's my view. Honestly, it isn't great, but there are not many other places I can afford on this salary. At least my neighbor isn't being loud again. Computer. It's my desk. What a mess. I should really tidy up after myself. But then again, I'll just be working here again and create a new mess immediately. Maybe it's better to just keep it this way. Shut the fuck up. Mitsubishi Electric, my favorite manufacturer of air conditioners and cars. Well, that's about all there is here. Maybe I should leave now? Yep, 11:15 a.m., October 6, 2015, concert hall entrance. Wow, this place is massive. Isn't it great? And it's gonna be filled with people by tonight. That's crazy. I can't imagine the pressure of having that many people coming in just for you. Not everyone is built for it, but others are born for stage life. You know, since Mayonia is a small place, this place is multi-purpose. I've heard they host fan conventions here too. Really? Have you been? No, but I heard April. Wait. Is that, Oh, Cherry, over here. Oh, hey Damien, what are you doing here so early? And who's this? Oh, I see, you must be Nate. Damien talks about you a lot. Nate, this is Cherry, the bassist for Hot Work. Cherry, this is Nate. Hiya, Nate, I used to be in a band with your friend here. Oh, hello. Cherry reaches out to shake my hand. I've never met a celebrity before, and we're shaking hands. I hope my hands aren't too sweaty. You don't even know how many people would kill for an opportunity like this. Exclamation point. Oh, quiet you. I'm just the bassist. The front woman is the one who gets all the love. Well, better than the drummer still. Anyways, you're making your friend nervous, hyping me up like I'm some kind of big shot. I've gotta run. Lunch and practice with the girls, and then it's sound check. What a pain. Nate, let's hang out sometimes. Just us? If that's what you like. Well, it was nice meeting you. Good to know that Damien isn't completely pathetic after we split up. Here, take this. Cherry hands me a guitar pick. We usually throw these out to the fans during gigs. This one's signed by us. Think of it as a greeting gift. And if you don't like it, you can always sell it on eBay for a pretty buck. Alright, I've gotta go now. Ciao. Bye, see you later. What was that all about? Nothing. Your friend is really cool. Yeah, cool. Is that why you're drooling over her? I'm not drooling. Yeah, right. Anyways, we should have lunch first. We'll be able to check in by the time we're done. We're checking in this early? We want a good spot, don't we? Alright. Oh shit. Cherry Dynamite? Hang on. Emmy Ross.
The world is in turmoil, and people are in pain.
Amber Chitara. And Josie Cat. Oh shit, hang on. What the fuck? Uh-oh. 10:32 p.m. October 6, 2015, the Hot Works break room. This is messed up. You good? Yeah, I need a second. I'm gonna step out with the rest of the girls for a bit. Alright, just don't leave the area yet. The police will arrive soon. Another killing. Can't believe something like this would happen again. Not this soon, anyways. But I've got my detective badge with me. I can investigate the scene first before the police arrive. You thinking the same thing I am? Well, we're gonna be posted at this crime scene anyways. Might as well give the crime scene a once-over before the cops arrive. Right, that's the spirit. Aren't you a little too happy? Just as I began to move, a gloved hand grabbed my shoulder and pulled me back. Don't move. What? Huh? Step inside and you could track hair, fingerprints, and other unsavory things into my crime scene. Your crime scene? Yes, my crime scene. Blair Marana, pleased to make your acquaintance. She pulls out an ID and smugly presents it to my face. I recognize the logo. It's the same department as Jameson's. Coroner? Yep. And you must be that blonde who got a real whipping from the boss the other week. Well, yes, I think. Did news of that spread all the way to the other departments? That's embarrassing. And the hat guy that's always with you. We have names, you know? I'm Damien and this is Nate. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna need you two to wear these as you're gonna be poking around. She hands over a pair of gloves and shoe covers for me and Damien. Here's to not preemptively contaminating the crime scene, I guess. I don't like that girl, but she could be very useful. We should ask her for her opinion on some of the evidence. Looks like this time we were able to get some forensic intel before going to Jameson. Flowers. Wow, there's tons of gifts. Hot Work must be really popular. I've been trying to tell you, man. Cherry must be really rich from all this, huh? Not as rich as you think. You'd be surprised at how much concerts cost to host. Still, it must be nice, being famous and all, having everyone know you, pay attention to you. Never mind, that sounds really scary actually. I thought as much. So angle number 2. Shit. There's something sticking out of his back pocket. Aha, a wallet. Stealing from the dead now? I didn't take you for such a criminal, Nate. What? No, I'm just poking around for evidence. Now let's see who you are, Mr. Victim. Paul Sanders. There's also a university student card here. Look at the date it was issued, though. He should have long since graduated by now with the course he was taking. Why would he still carry his student card around if he's graduated? Is it sentimental? Did you happen to find a staff pass on him? A staff pass? No, I didn't. Weird. How'd he get in then? Do you think he snuck in? We'll have to ask Cherry what the venue rules are for letting fans in later. His head is bashed in. It looks like someone hit him with a blunt object on the back. But wait a minute, there's something stuck in his hair. I reach forward, carefully trying to pry it off. It's really tangled, I can't get it out. It's a string? Not just any string. That's a guitar string. Steel too, so it has to be for an electric guitar. That's concerning. There's something clutched in his hand. He's holding a small bouquet. Roses too, so it's romantic? Roses aren't necessarily romantic. They're a popular band, so within context, it could just be an expression of goodwill and support. Not a very creative fan then. There are a lot more flowers than plain roses if you want to show support. Soda cans. There's an open can of soda on the coffee table. No precipitation on the outside, but the air around it is still damp. Room temperature soda? That sounds nasty. Yep, and it's still pretty full. Do you think it's flat too? Only one way to find out. Damien gets a paper cup from the water dispenser. He takes the soda from me and then pours a bit out into it. Yep, no bubbles at all. How long does it take for soda to go flat? 1 to 2 hours. So it has to have been left out for that long. The concert was only around 2 hours ago. What do you think of this? I think it could be an important time indicator. Let's write that down just in case. Maybe I can ask Blair about this one too. Angle 3, guitar case. There's a guitar resting in its case. It's not the one I saw Amber using on stage. Do you think this could be the murder weapon? I don't see any blood on it or missing strings. In any case, wouldn't the guitar be broken now if it was used as a weapon? Electric guitars can take much more of a punch than an acoustic one, but it depends on how he was struck. They could have wiped the blood off too. Maybe from the body, but the strings have grooves. There'd be evidence left behind. Blair pushes between me and Damien and picks up the guitar. She inspects it for a moment before putting it down. Yep, nothing on the strings. I'll run tests on it later. Someone either restring this guitar or set up a red herring for us. Weird. Makeup. There's tons of makeup littered across the vanity. What a mess, and they just left some of these open? Damien walks over and recaps an eyeliner pen. I guess they must be too busy to clean up after themselves. These are expensive stuff. I'd handle them better if I were them. You know about makeup? Not for myself, of course. Locker. There's 4 lockers. They're almost entirely covered in stickers or posters. It's locked. A locker is locked? What? Likely state for it to be in. The girls are probably keeping all their valuables and clothes here. Fair enough. Hey, I think I recognize their band logo on one of the stickers here. There are lots of band logos here, actually. And, that's nothing. Let's look at something else. What? That soda can from earlier is really bothering me, but there's nothing that connects it to the murder at all. Hey Blair, do you think we could ID whoever drank this from the saliva and the I'm gonna stop you right there. Technically speaking, yes, we could swap a DNA sample from whatever saliva residue on the can, but it's only useful if the person we're looking for is DNA is already in the database. And when's the last time you remember giving away a DNA sample? So the database is very incomplete then. What about a fingerprint? Not gonna work. The can's wet. It would have been washed away long before we arrived. Darn, useless then. The forensic team will sweep the place later, and I'll also be responsible for the autopsy this time. You should come into the department tomorrow for a report, blonde boy. I can't tell if she's teasing me on purpose or if she actually can't remember my name. Did I get this? I didn't get the water cooler. This is making me kind of thirsty. Speaking of which, hang on. Well, you were screaming a lot earlier. Is that it? Okay. A group of police officers rush in as the door slams open. Look who finally decided to show up. Step away from the crime scene, everyone! Sir, get down! Sir, get down! Mary? Yes, sir? Assess the crime scene and take pictures of anything suspicious. And you, Tywin? Yes, sir? Secure any form of digital evidence on the crime scene. As for the rest of you, leave the crime scene immediately. We don't want anyone tampering with the crime scene. I think this covers everything we can investigate tonight anyways. I think we should report what we found back to the station. Gotcha, let's go. More police members rush to the scene as we were exiting. Damien leaves me out of there before it gets too hectic. Another murder is crazy. Oh shit. So what do you make of what we found so far? I'm not sure what I'm looking at yet. There's just not enough information to make any conclusions. Let's have a quick overview then, shall we? At 10:32 tonight, we discovered a body together at the Hot Work dressing room. A body who we've now identified as Paul Sanders. But what was he doing there in the first place? He's not staff, nor did he go in with any fan club. What was Paul Sanders doing in the break room? Alright, he was... my guess is personally. Paul Sanders didn't have any trouble getting backstage, judging by the lack of alarm from the security. He also brought a gift, but it wasn't grand the way you expect from a fan eagerly sneaking backstage to meet their idol. It was polite, a courtesy gift. I think he must have known them, or at least a member of the band, personally. I think so too. The way he got in so easily also bothers me. I don't recall seeing a VIP wristband on him. Not staff, not VIP. How'd he get in then? Hang on, this music is a little bit loud for me to focus as well. That's good. Oh, how'd he get in? My guess is he had an accomplice on the inside. Oh, never mind. Rip, cool thinking, but most of the band members and staff were on stage the whole time. If anything, our evidence can't prove this fact yet. Let's try again with what we have at hand. He was invited then. I think he was invited. He came prepared and was trying to leave a good impression, given that he'd brought a gift. That's too cordial for someone to be sneaking around. Me too. Also called a gut feeling. But I don't feel like he was there for the show either. You saw him. All he had on him were those flowers in a wallet. Doesn't strike me as very concert prepared if you ask me. I know all about it now, thanks to your rigorous lessons. And look how it's helping you now. Anyways, so Paul gets invited by someone in the band. He brings a gift as a gesture of goodwill, but ends up bludgeoned in their dressing room. A guitar string precariously sticking out of his hair. What does that tell us? I'm tempted to do that one because of the guitar string. Someone in the band. I think the screen went black. Oh, I gotta click, that's why. No, keep it together, Nate. You have to do this. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I won't let it happen again. I think someone in the band killed him. That is what the evidence is indicating. Do you think that it could be... I don't know, Nate, but we have to be prepared for it. The evidence doesn't lie, and murderers deserve to be put in jail. That's true. Look, we're almost at the station. Hurry up and make your report so you can get home early, okay? You're gonna need lots of rest for the day you'll have tomorrow. Alright. Thank you. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Shit, dude. That's crazy. It's hard to imagine that one of them killed Paul Sanders tonight. That I could have spoken to or watched the murderer perform live while cheering for them, not knowing the crime they shamelessly committed right under everyone's noses. But I have to do what's right. End of chapter 2 part 1, to be continued. Dude, hang on. Ooh, shit, hang on. Alright, that was fire. Oh yeah, I low-key locked in on the voice acting. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that is Case File 1225, chapter 2 part 1. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yay! Oh my god, that was really cool. Shout out this game. I like it. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.